This is Lorena, and I wanted to do a vlog today. I'm just going to sit here and catch up with you guys. Today is January 7th, 2019. What I wanted to do is just talk to you guys about what's going on and just do a little bit of catching up, okay? I hope that's okay with you. Yeah. Well, for the last couple of days, I have been recovering. I don't know if it's a flu, bronchitis, or a cold. But one day it kicked my butt and I slept through the whole day. So it kind of just made my whole schedule. It just ruined my schedule. So let me just share with you what I've been doing. I've had a lot of work come in, which I'm really thankful for. And so today I got to do a job for a client that I did probably a year ago. And when I love returning clients, this is the job that I did for my client. It's a men's fellowship group. They get together once a year, and someone brought me towels. These are last year's towels, or 2017, but I did another group of them. And another leader for Santa Monica brought me these towels, and I embroidered them all today and got them all done. So that was like, it's a blessing when you get work done, you know what I mean? Especially when you've been indisposed for the last couple days. I also went to a new quilt store here. I believe it's close to New Braunfels. And they did this wonderful raffle, and I won a scarf. I haven't opened it yet because I may give it to my subscribers. I'm opening it for the first time with you guys. This is what the scarf looks like. It's a Moda. Make a comment below and this will be yours. But it's really pretty. I won it at a drawing at the quilt store. It is a beautiful quilt store. Also too, when I was there, to support the quilting community and my community, of course, I bought some fabric and I bought a pattern. It is this. Island Batik. Of course, it has to be batik. I don't know. For me, if it's not batik, I don't want to buy it. I know, it's horrible. The reason I bought this fabric is because I wanted to make this. I don't know. It's called Luminosity. It's a paper piecing quilt. I honestly thought that these stars would be paper piecing, and no, it's not. The only part that's paper piecing is this bottom section right there. So I was a little bit disappointed because I wanted to paper piece the stars so that the stars would be done right, because I don't know. So, yeah, I'm going on to my program to see if I could find a different pattern. Maybe I could find a paper piece pattern so I could make the star and make this fabric, use this fabric. And, yeah, so went to a quilt store and they had cork fabric. It was really thick cork fabric. And I wanted to purchase some of it, but they didn't have the color I wanted. So I made a mistake. I went on Amazon, and when you go on Amazon, you don't know what you're getting. So I ended up purchasing, which I thought it was that thicker cork fabric, this fabric that looks like cork. And I went through two companies, and it's the same thing. So I got that fabric, and now I don't know what to do with it because I thought it was a thicker fabric, more corky. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. I will purchase some soon. I'll probably go back to that quilt store and just purchase what they have. They just didn't have the color I wanted. But I purchased fabric that I thought it was something, but it ended up being something else. Oh, God. It's my life. And I wanted to share the banner that I'm doing, this beautiful large one. I've been addicted to Pinterest lately, and I'm looking at these beautiful long arm quilters and seeing their Pinterest designs. And as I'm looking through, I'm like, how did they do that? Oh my God, how did they do that? And some of the designs are so beautiful and so marvelous that what I want to do is, with this banner, is pick a Pinterest design and go ahead and try to recreate it in some way and figure out how they did it. Kind of break down the elements down and do some of the quilting that I visually am interested in and recreate it in this banner. I've made 2 banners. I just need to put the border on the second one. But I thought it would be interesting tutorials to not only do it on paper, the designs on paper, kind of break it down in my brain, and then go to the long arm and recreate those Pinterest designs that I saw. I don't want to copy their work, but I want to kind of learn from their techniques and maybe apply them and kind of grow it in my long arm quilting. So that's one of the reasons why I made this banner, and I'm going to go ahead and implement some long arm quilting designs in there that I saw from Pinterest. I'm probably going to pick like 2 of them and then recreate that design. So yeah, I'm kind of excited for that process. And on my Pinterest, it is my name, Lorena Cadena, and on the board, I have one that's quilting fills, and another one is how did they quilt that? And so if you want to follow along with me, or even comment below what board or what design that I picked on the board you would like me to try to recreate on the long arm, yes, you can go on here on Pinterest and just pick one, and I'll see if I can recreate it and do a tutorial on it, on how they quilted it. Now, I'm not saying that I'm going to be able to recreate this magnificent work, but I thought it would be fun to try. I also wanted to share something that I'm doing. I'm doing a beginning quilting series or piecing series for you beginners, but I also wanted to make it interesting for you who are not beginners. So I designed this pattern, and I went through my old stash and I found all this delicious, the beautiful fabric. And look how much I have of it. So I may use this for the back. I fall in love with fabric. I don't know if you guys do this too. And I buy a lot of it, because I know that after it's gone and I'll never see it again. So I love butterflies and I love horses, and I'm going to use this for the back fabric. And then look at this. But I found this fabric in my stash, and I'm going to make that quilt top with it. So if you're interested in doing the beginning quilt top, January's quilt top, it's going to come up soon. And I'm going to download a PDF of the quilt top, the directions and the pattern and everything. Yes, I'm excited. And I wanted to share an update on these beauties. I use mine every day. Someone told me that I needed to show how you use this. Okay, so this heavy, thick part, lay it over your head, just like that. Just like that. Then you tie it like a towel and you knot it. Okay? And my friend told me, you didn't show how to use them. I love these, and I rotate them and I wash them and I use them all the time. So this was a really cool make, and it's a functioning make, and I use it. So that's a blessing. I also wanted to give a special thanks to one of my subscribers. She sent me a gift about a couple of weeks ago, and it was such a blessing. She sent me a pattern that I cannot currently find, and she sent me this beautiful fabric to use for a quilt. I gave up some of my favorite fabric, butterfly fabric that I had for years to do for a quilt for a little girl, and she was so sweet and sent me this fabric with a wonderful note. She also sent me some bands that my kids are wearing at this current time, but I wanted to thank her. Her name is Diane Wright, and she's on my quilting Facebook group, and she's lovely. You should see some of her beautiful quilting work. I wish I had more time to be as creative as she is, so I wanted to give her a special thanks for just being such a blessing to me. And yeah,